you talk us through a little bit about how you define empathy and why you feel it's crucial in the world we're living in, the work world we have right now?
I guess the classic definition of empathy is the ability to understand the feelings of another person. And I think it's so important. I mean, it's not only about feelings, it's about perspective taking. So, can you put yourself in someone's place kind of mentally in terms of how they're thinking? You can split empathy into three. So, there's the thinking part, which is taking someone's perspective. There's the feeling part, so understanding what someone feels. And then there's also the kind of doing part, which is really linked to compassion. So, with that information about what they're thinking and feeling, what are you going to do about that? So people are under a lot of pressure, and quite often the human relationship side of things, or the understanding where someone else is coming from, that part can often break or not be as obvious as it used to be because of the range of experiences that people are having and the pressures that we're under. So it's heartening to see that so many organizations are understanding that empathy training, empathy can't be taken for granted, and people need to understand how to be empathetic, whether it's colleagues, clients, customers, well, whoever it is, to keep the relationships going and keep that understanding in place.
So, in terms of how that builds into why a business should take this seriously, what would you say the benefits are for the business of really investing, I guess, in a culture and environment where empathy is high? What are the benefits for productivity and the culture of the organization?
Yeah, it's interesting because as we look at the different generations, the newer generation are much more sort of tapped into the benefits of being with an empathetic employer. So if you look at data, you'll see that, maybe boomers or Gen X, the idea of needing an empathetic workplace, it's not as necessary as it is for younger generations. And so, of course, what that means is how likely are you going to retain your people, or how easy is it for you to recruit people if you're known to not be very empathetic, or you're not understanding in terms of the sort of range of benefits that you offer people, or even if you give people some opportunity to work from home some days, that sort of thing is incredibly important to the newer generations. So there's a massive impact on, as I say, retention, recruitment, and then productivity as well.